Hey, good evening, everybody. I have been sitting here for a while, not just tonight, but for the last few weeks, just thinking about my life coaching business and how I can help the most people. And really, I think how I can help you is to share experiences with you, to share what I've struggled with, and kind of make it fun, like a conversation between us all. And I was just thinking of like what topic to start with. And, I'm sitting here, I'm doing a lot of reading, I do a lot of research. And then I started thinking about my life. And I think the biggest thing that I have struggled with, and I still am working on, I definitely a work in progress, is control. And, when you think about control, you can view that in a very positive or negative light. But I think when it comes down to us and someone says, man, you're a control freak, that doesn't feel good. And I've been told that by different people and I've laughed it off and I'm like, I'm just organized, man. I'm just good. I like things the way I like things. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when we look at control in our lives, that can really put negative thoughts into our heads and bad talk to ourselves, negative self-talk. And so I wanted to start out tonight. This is going to be a series that we're going to be talking about control. And so the first thing is the control freak quiz. And I wanted to kind of start it out here. And so this is from Psychology Today, by the way. So what I'm going to do is I am going to read you some questions and then you're going to answer it. So if you have a pen and paper near you, or you want to answer it on the computer or answer it on your phone, that would be great, but there will be some math at the end. So for each question, what you're going to do is rate yourself on a scale between 1 and 5. 1 is rarely or never. 2 is seldom. 3 is sometimes. 4 is often. And 5 is very often. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add up all the numbers from the 10 questions that I read you. And then I'm going to put a scale in the comment section. And then I'm going to do this and I'm going to share mine, and I would love for you guys to share yours. That will help me kind of determine the next video series as we continue to go on. So this is my Control Freak series, and here is your Control Freak quiz. Question number 1. Now remember, you're going to rate all of these questions about yourself on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 is that you rarely or never. 2 is that you seldom do it. 3 is sometimes, and 4 is often, and 5 is very often. At the end, you're going to add them all up, and then you'll check in the comments to see where it kind of come out. Okay? All right, so number 1 in your Control Freak quiz. Do you help other people drive? Tell them what route to take, where to turn, where to park, remind them that the traffic light has changed? Answer 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Again, do you help people to drive? Question number 2. Do you devote a lot of attention and energy to keeping your personal environment organized? 1 for rarely or never, 2 for seldom, 3 for sometimes, 4 for often, and 5 very often. So do you devote a lot of attention and energy to keeping your personal environment organized? All right, moving on to question 3. Do you give people a lot of shoulds and oughts, unsolicited advice, suggestions, and constructive criticism? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Do you give people a lot of shoulds and oughts, unsolicited advice, suggestions, and constructive criticism? All right, now we're moving on to question 4. Do you have lots of personal rules, routines, rituals, and ceremonies? Question 4. Do you have lots of personal rules, routines, rituals, and ceremonies? All right, we're halfway through it. Question 5. Are you the one who takes over and orders other people around when the situation seems confused? Let me read that again. Are you the one who takes over and orders other people around when the situation seems confused? Again, it's a scale of 1 to 5. 1 for rarely, 2 for maybe, sometimes, or seldom. 3 is sometimes, 4 is often, and 5 is very often. Okay, on to question 6. Do you dislike depending on others, accepting help from them, or allowing them to do things for you? Let me read that one again. Number 6. Do you dislike depending on others, accepting help from them, or allowing them to do things for you? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. All right, question number 7. Do you insist on being right, having things done your way, or having the final word? Remember, this is about yourself, not about other people. So number 7, do you insist on being right, having things done your way, or having the final word? Rate that on a scale of 1 to 5. 1, right, of rarely or never, and 5 being seldom, very, very often. All right, number 8. This is a short question, but this is interesting. Do you overplan simple activities? Do you overplan simple activities? Yikes. Okay, number 9. Do you find it difficult to admit making mistakes, being wrong, or misinformed about something, or even acknowledging that you've changed your mind? Let me read it again. There's a lot of words in there. Do you find it difficult to admit making mistakes, being wrong, or misinformed about something, or even acknowledging that you've changed your mind? 1 to 5. All right, here we go. This is our last control freak question. Do you become angry, irritable, or anxious when someone or something makes you late, when things don't start on time, or things don't go according to plan? Question number 10 is a good one, so here it is again. Do you become angry, irritable, or anxious when someone or something makes you late, when things don't start on time, or things don't go according to plan? Rate that on that 1 to 5 scale. Once you've done that, go ahead and add up all of your numbers, add 1 through 10, and then come back and I will have how to interpret your score in the comment section. I'll share mine. Please don't feel bad of sharing your score, because I'm going to tell you, I've chosen this topic for a reason, okay? So this will just help me know which arena and which path to go down so I can help you. So again, this is Rita with 511 Coaching, your friend to help you get unstuck. Thanks so much. We'll be back.